everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to take you through an abdominal workout. And this one is going to be a little bit more, I hesitate to use the word beginner, but I would say if you are someone that is new to building strength through your abdominals, or feel like you have lost a lot of strength for various reasons, or you're just new to the Pilates practice in general, this would be a great place for you to start. However though, if you are someone that has been practicing Pilates for a while, feels like you have some built up abdominal strength, it still would be a great workout for you to do. I think it's always good to go back to some of the basic nuanced movements and really again try to focus in and really engage and just reconnect with your body in terms of when it comes to abdominal strength. I feel like it's easy just to go through the motions as you get more comfortable with it. So sometimes it's always nice to take a step back and do a more essential workout. Another thing to note is we're never going to have both feet up at the same time, and we're never going to have our head up while we're unsupported. So if you are someone that finds that your lower back tends to get sensitive doing abdominal work, or you always start to feel a lot of tension in your neck, this would be a great place for you to start as well. And you can use this video to hopefully do more than once, being that it's not going to be super long, just to work on building strength. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start down on our back. And what I want you to do is we are going to start just rocking your pelvis back and forth. Okay, so you're just rocking forward, so you're feeling like an increased curve between your lower back and the mat, and then really just pressing the lower back down into the mat. And just feeling the movement through the pelvis, okay? Because then what we're going to do is we're going to stop in the middle, in between those two positions, where we find a nice natural curve, okay? And your neutral curvature of the spine is those natural curves through the back that are the most shock absorbing position for your spine and your body to be in, and they also promote the most efficient movement pattern through the body as well. That's why we like to work in neutral. Where that is when your pubic bone and the top of the hip are on the same plane, okay? And then you'll just feel, when that happens, you may feel just a natural little space between your lower back and the mat. That space is going to be different for everyone. You're not trying to create it, it's just because these bony landmarks are in the same plane. While we're there, we're going to focus on some breathing, okay? So from here, we're going to take a nice big inhale through the nose. I want you to feel the breath expand into the rib cage, front, side, and back, almost as if you were filling up a balloon. And now as you exhale out through the mouth, I want you to start to feel, again, just a gentle wrapping sensation around the waist, and a slight lift through the pelvic floor, maybe almost as if you were walking into cold water, and you would just gently start to pull up a little bit, just to feel a little compressed stabilization in the torso, so that lower back in your neutral position feels a little bit more supported. Okay, and let's just do that again. Taking an inhale through the nose, and then exhale out through the mouth. And this is going to be a real gentle contraction, okay? And these are your sneaky abdominal muscles that we're waking up, but yet the most important ones. So transverse abdominis and your pelvic floor, which are your deepest stabilizing abdominal muscles, okay? And that's what we're trying to wake up and activate here. One more time, another nice big inhale through the nose. And again, as you exhale, just feeling that gentle wrap and a gentle lifting up, almost like you can feel your abdominal wall just sinking underneath your shirt towards your spine. Now from here, keeping this neutral position, we're going to slide the right leg straight out. So you're keeping the foot on the mat. You're just sliding it out, going as far as you can without letting anything change through the pelvis or your spine. And then bend the knee and just pull it back in. And now the left leg. And I'm going to lift my arms just so you can see as I slide my leg out. I'm not letting there be any change through the lower back. That cylinder shape of the pelvis, right? The front and the back of my pelvis stays completely stable. I use my exhale to slide out, and then I inhale to pull back in. Left side, I use that exhale to slide out, I inhale to pull back in. Let's do this one more time each side. I exhale to reach out. Inhale to pull back in. One more time, exhale, reaching out. Inhale to pull back in. Now I want everybody to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And now from here, we're taking the right leg and we're gonna reach it up to tabletop. We're just lifting it off the mat, still keeping your neutral. And then we're gonna place it back down. And then that left leg, we're gonna lift it up to tabletop. And then we inhale, lower down. Exhale, right leg floats up. Good, inhale, lower down. Left leg floats up. Inhale, lower down. We're doing 4 more like this. We lift up for 4. And a lot of times when we're here, we almost have to, again, like create your own resistance, create your own connection within your body. It's easy to just let the bones just kind of go through the motions, but think about, again, what muscles are actually moving the structure of the body. Where are you stabilizing? Where are you mobilizing? We lift down. Last time, we lift and lower down. Now we're going to take that right leg, we're going to bring it straight up. So we're in that tabletop position, we're going to hold. On the exhale now, we're going to reach that right leg straight up. We're reaching as low as you can maintain that neutral. Again, not letting that back come away from the mat. And then we bend the knee and pull it back in. It's an exhale. Think connect through the abdominals. And then move the leg. Inhale, pull it back in. Exhale, we're reaching out. We inhale to pull back in. One more time, feeling that gentle wrapping as that leg reaches away. Inhale, pull it in. Now we're going to add that left arm. As you reach that right leg away, that left arm reaches back overhead. And then we pull everything back in together. And again, exhale. So now there's just torso is stabilizing against a little bit more than just your leg. Also the movement of your shoulder. Again, it's an exhale to reach back. It's an inhale to pull up. One more time, it's an exhale to reach out. Inhale to pull up. Let's lower that right leg down. And then left leg comes up. We inhale to stay, and on the exhale, we reach that left leg out. Inhale, we pull back in. And as we're here, we're feeling, making sure we still have a nice sense of width through the shoulders. We're not holding any tension in the neck. We're kind of feeling that the curves of the spine and feeling where they lie on the mat and making sure that the position of the spine doesn't change against the movement of the leg. We're adding that right arm now, left leg, right arm. Inhale, pull up. And again, it's an exhale to reach away. Inhale, pull up. Again, exhale, we reach back. And lift up. Last time, exhale, reach back. Inhale, come up. Let's lower that left leg down. Hands now come behind the head. Elbows are coming just off the mat, about 1 inch, okay? So you can feel the shoulder blades flat on the mat. We're still neutral through the pelvis. On the exhale though, we're gonna use those upper abdominals and obliques to draw the rib cage towards the pelvis. So we're lifting the head, neck, and shoulders on that exhale. But again, as you're here, watch that your pubic bone didn't curl up towards the ceiling, pressing the lower back into the mat. You want to almost feel like you have a blueberry, right underneath that lower back in the mat. Keep that blueberry, don't squish it, basically. Keep the blueberry stable, and then just draw that rib cage down and feel again that abdominal wall almost flatten away from the shirt, and then release all the way back. So it's a lot to think about. Exhale, keep the head heavy in the hands. Draw that rib cage down. Feel like a wrapping sensation through the waist as you come up. Your gaze is looking just beyond the knees. And then inhale, release all the way back. Exhale, curling up, keeping the head heavy in the hands, right? And then release it back. Using the abdominals to pull you up. Nothing is tense through the hips or through the glutes. All of that is turned completely off. It's an exhale, we curl up. For 4. We inhale, release back. We exhale, lift for 3. Inhale, release back. We have 2 more here. We lift 2. Inhale, release. We lift 1. And release. Now we're going to add the lower body. As we curl up, we lift that right leg up to tabletop and we hold. Reach the right leg straight out to that long diagonal like we did with our head down. Bend the knee, pull it back in, then lower the foot, lower the head. Left leg, we curl up. We find that stability, reach that left leg out long. We pull it back in, and we lower down. Right side, we lift, we start to find a rhythm. We reach, we pull in, and lower. Left side up. We reach, we pull in, and we lower. 4 more. Lift, good, out. Pull in, and down. Left side, lift, good. Maintain that stability. Try not to speed up. Keeping that same pace and effort through the body. Pull in and down. You've got it. We lift. We reach. We pull in. We lower down, going into obliques. On the exhale now, we're going to rotate and twist to the right. Think of bringing not your elbow to your knee. Think of bringing that left side rib cage rotated towards the right pelvis. Your gaze is just outside your knee. Your elbow is wide as if you were bringing your armpit to your knee. And then just take a peek down, make sure your left hip is still planted down on the mat. That's your oblique twist. It may be a lot smaller than what you're used to doing, and that's okay. And then release all the way back. Exhale, it's a rotate and twist to the left, keeping all of those things in mind. Inhale, release back. Exhale, rotate and twist. Think rib to pelvis. Inhale, back. Same thing, right rib cage, left pelvis. Inhale, back. The only thing that should really be coming off the mat is that opposite side shoulder blade. So as I'm rotating here to the left, my right shoulder blade comes off and I release back. I have 4 more. I'm not side bending, right? There's a difference between coming here, that's a side bend, versus a rotation. And back. This is 3. And back. We have 2 more. This is 2. We have 1 more. This is 1. And release back. We're going to grab behind your knee. We're going to rock up to a seated position. And then we're just going to finish here. Last set of abdominal work is going to be some of the half roll backs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. Our pelvis is vertical, our knees are bent. So what I mean by pelvis vertical is that I'm sitting up tall on top of my sits bones. Again, that cylinder shape of my pelvis is just nice and vertical, okay? So the back and front of my pelvis are almost level. My arms are reaching forward. And now on top of this vertical pelvis, my spine is rounded, okay? So I flexed forward, but I'm still on my sits bones, okay? So I'm using my abdominals to create the shape within my spine. From here, I'm moving my pelvis back. I roll off my sits bones, so my pelvis rolls back. My spine, because my abdominals are staying connected, maintains that C curve. From here, I think of bringing my pelvis, right, back to that vertical shape. My spine stays rounded the whole time. Exhale, I'm rolling back. Use your glutes to draw down. Keep those lower abdominals pulling up on the pelvis. And then bring that pelvis back to your vertical position. That's it. Exhale, roll the pelvis away. Using the abdominals to keep the shape of the spine. And then think of drawing that rib cage down a little bit more. Move the pelvis to vertical, spine follows. Again, now here, and it's easy if you don't have a ton of flexion in your back. If you're still working on building that abdominal strength, this shape will look different for everyone. Your range of motion may be different. You may have to stop here, and that's fine. And then return forward. Let's do 3 more. You're rolling back as far as you can keep this position of the spine, and then we move it back forward. Let's do 2 more. Rolling back, and then moving it forward. Good, this time we're gonna roll it back. Last little challenge, we're gonna hold it here. And I try to just lift that right arm up. Start just 2 or 3 inches. If you feel like you can go more, and then press it down. The goal here is not to get the arm high. It's to challenge the shape of the spine. And then we lower down. Once you feel that you're coming out of that C curve, or that you start to feel pulling through the back, stop the arm. Left arm lifts and lowers down. We have 4 more here for 4. And down. This is 3. And down. This is 2. Good. Last one. Come down. Let's round forward. And then just stack that spine up. Nice and tall. Awesome job, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed that workout, and I hope that this is something that you can continue to come back to continue to build strength through your abdominals. Thanks, everyone.